country though.
Right. Oh.
Right, so I just had to manually move myself over.
Oh, that's no. You want to leave Nords? That's not good.
Do you have the
No, it looks like you haven't got a task force.
Oh,
plugin
fuck!
running.
Yeah. Oh, he's there. Okay.
I mean, that's not the worst thing to not have installed.
Not to set it back up.
Rest of them are all yours, Skeleton.
Shall
if
we
you want
look
to
at
follow them
him
up.
and laugh or what?
1-1, herringbone on me facing northeast. One, sound off. Skip 1. 2. 3.
So,
4.
5.
6.
7.
8. Last man.
Well, this is
I guess
awkward.
now we just sit here quietly and wait for them to come back.
I can summon more wood.
No, don't, I don't want to listen to that anymore. Right,
Don't
I've
worry,
had
I'm
enough of
gonna-
your wood soaring.
I'm gonna be cutting. In the wood.
So, right, okay.
Bravo TL checking on 5.
Gonna try and
Shit, it's been like 4 weeks, still haven't updated this training lounge. Keep saying it every time. Keep saying every time that I'm supposed to update this mission, because there's a new version I just haven't uploaded.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a little fun. I discovered yesterday that my nice 144 Hz monitors have been stuck on 60 Hz for the last couple of months.
No wonder why you're so shit at CS at the minute.
Right. It's almost as bad as the time I bought a nice graphics card and then still plugged my monitors into the internal graphics.
Oh, you tool.
Oh, moron.
Yeah, don't hold back. That's fucking terrible.
It's really bad, isn't it? But it means it's better than all of your armor on 60 Hz. I can't hear you, sorry. I can't hear you over the heli, sorry. I've
I've
got my
got
sound all the way
180
up, so I can't hear
Hz monitor, but I only play games that run on 60 Hz.
I don't actually know what I have. How can I check? Wait a minute. Am I on 62? Let's see.
You need to go on Windows. Just right click on your desktop.
144. Hang on, why does my second monitor have fucking 240?
Not that it matters, often you never get to those frames anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. This game will run from 60 even in space.
Oops. Turn on my frame rate counter.
I've got an option of
You don't have a magazine loaded.
19.88 or 100.
What? Yeah, just reload.
Yeah, I've got. Oh, let's play the checks. Let's go.
No, I mean, that's checking mode for me. Oh, look.
I'll just press it to turn on my frame rate counter.
Oh, fucking hell. That's great. Thank you. I do that.
Yeah.
I was just waiting to see if you did.
One of those things fucking flew over my house just the other day.
Well, I was talking about biobeam helicopter. But
Oh,
I
I
think I
see
did
that
mention
also.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, whilst we sit here and wait, does anyone want to discuss how 19 drones made it into Poland?
Probably flying, if I had to hazard a guess.
Have you not seen?
They
Yes,
made
I
it
have.
into Poland. Poland was so dumbfounded that the Russians are so stupid that they send that.
Yeah, not to mention,
Like, this can't be real. Are they fucking toying with us?
Oh, it's
19
great.
drones without payloads, by the way. Not just, you know.
yeah, and I love how they
I mean,
quote
I am
unquote
impressed
said
they still have
they
the
were
money for
accidental.
drones.
Yeah, accidental one was found.
Didn't
150
Belarus
miles
also
into
warn
Poland.
them?
Yeah, 300.
Oh yeah,
400
they
flames.
actually like
Someone said it was
just
the
drift.
Russians
spoofing,
actually
but
like
the only people doing that is
gain.
the Russians themselves, unless they sabotage themselves.
That is
That,
Well,
actually,
that's
that does sound
possible.
like something the Russians might do.
It's a possibility. It's a very high possibility.
Yeah,
that
we
If
jammed
you
our
only-
own drones and then they went into NATO territory. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone.
Well, at least they didn't kill a
Genuinely
farmer
only
this time.
Is this working now?
Yeah.
But
back
it
in
did
Herrenbow.
explode a
1-1 back
fucking
in the
building.
Herrenbow facing northeast. Wonderful. Where's he gone?
I wish there was a keybind for tap shoulder.
I'm
There
glad
is.
there isn't.
There is Control T.
Is it?
Yes.
I believe so. Is it Shift T? One of the
Have
two.
you guys done your sound off? Are you guys good to go?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we are. Are we both waiting for each other?
Oh, there is Alt T,
Is it Alt T?
or in my case, Shift 3. Hang on.
Ah, okay, cool. I was worried that you were waiting for me, Phil, and I was waiting for you.
Alright, last time we did training, we did some structures, formations, that sort of thing. We also did the basics of fire and maneuver, so I'm assuming that that's understood and known, and we're moving on from that today. For reasons of observing the squad in action, there is one thing that we urgently need to look at, and that is how we react to contact. This will all be on the map, of course, in the bottom left corner. We react to contact on 3 different levels: the individual, the team, and the squad level. I want to today examine our intuitions about these sort of 3 levels and see what we need to work on, if anything. Maybe we don't. We'll see. We'll start off, of course, with the individual level. Let me just put down the basics for all this.
Did we get like a surprise visit, or someone joining that wasn't supposed to join?
I don't know.
Apple, he's doing
Oh,
allegedly.
So again, let's examine some intuition here. So in your guys' opinion, on the very individual level, what does reaction to contact entail, right? So you're just moving along and you're being shot at. Like, what's the basic standard reaction to that? What do we do?
Return fire.
No.
Contact.
Find cover.
Call it in on the net.
Call it in on the net, but is that really on the individual level? I don't know.
Get low.
Exactly. Our first thoughts should be to force conservation. So good thing we talked about this, right? So we want to be putting down maybe some do's and don'ts, as we usually do. We've got a do already and we've got a don't already, so that's pretty good. That's success. It only took us 15 minutes to achieve that. Okay, so we do not want to return fire. Why not?
You're making yourself a target.
Maybe we should look at the do that we put down, right? So we said that we should, well, I'll put it, we should take cover.
They're pretty mutually
Is there
exclusive.
any connection between these two this do and this don't?
You can't do one when you do the other.
You can't do one when you do the other, correct? That's great. But there's another point to it, right? So if you have parts of the team following the do and parts of the team following the don't, you have a problem, because not only have you that threat of the enemy to contend with, but now it's also quite likely that you will be shot by friendlies while you're trying to take cover. This is a problem. That's why we need to examine our intuitions. No, we do not immediately return fire. Our immediate thought is force conservation is survival. We take cover. Anything else we should think about?
contact report.
Let's leave that to later because I mean we can debate that, but I don't think that's necessarily on the individual level.
Is it locate the enemy?
We can maybe build on these points. That's sort of what I'm going for here, and we'll keep this very basic. So that's my bad. You're all saying very sensible things. This is just throwing me off my structure, so that's fine. Right. So since we don't want to endanger our enemies, we wait for a clear field of fire before we return fire. Another thing that we don't want to do, building on that don't point, is to just simply stop in the open, because that will usually also fracture the teams, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Right, so trying to keep things very, very basic on this individual level. We will give this a go, and we'll try to achieve our do's and don'ts. Right, so 2 do's and 2 don'ts for us to achieve. Let's put down a waypoint. So there's waypoint 1 to the northwest of here. Skeleton will lead you guys there in a traveling formation, and in all likelihood you'll be shot at, and we'll try to achieve our points. Very simple. Any questions? All right, all yours.
1-1, listen up. Bravo.
Alpha.
1-1. We're going to move northwest in a traveling formation. Alpha on point. Bravo in the rear. How copy?
Alpha on point.
Bravo in the rear.
1-1. Step off when ready.
Bravo, when Alpha
Right,
step
Alpha,
off, we're going to go on a wedge.
On me. Wedge.
Yeah, but
Skelly, which way are we going? I don't have my fucking
Northwest.
keyboard for fucking tabs. Cheers.
Press
Wedge on
H.
me, northwest, walking weapons up. No,
That wrong side.
walking weapons up.
A little bit of dispersion here. Let's go walking Bravo for a second. And
Alpha actual.
jogging.
Alpha.
Wedge on me.
We're sort of heading west-northwest here. Let's head northwest.
Yeah, correct, dude.
And turn northwest. Oh,
Oh, shit. Annoying pop-up.
Alpha, please transition to jogging, guns down.
Yeah, double tap C, I think. North.
I think so.
Rapid ones. All right. Oh, we're going.
Bravo, Bravo.
Exercise complete. Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Regroup. Anything you guys want to chat about?
What did we do?
General issue with the entire way to do stuff.
That sounds big.
Yeah. When we don't fire back immediately, we lose the firefight almost immediately. And when we like sit back and let them control it, we risk being outmaneuvered. If we immediately, I'm not saying let's put down accurate fire and like headshot them, but let's like put like 5 rounds in their general direction and then find cover. Then we might survive longer.
What's the general opinion on that?
I was always taught it's return fire, take cover, return appropriate fire. That's how we're taught. But that means kind of nothing in Arma because I don't really know how the fucking AI respond.
Well, they do get suppressed in fairness, but I think against computers it's not necessarily applicable. I think holding fire for enough time to get, behind a rock or lie down is not losing the firefight. We waited a bit long this time. I think we were waiting for someone to start, but yeah, taking a second or 2 seconds just to get somewhere safe is not gonna lose you the sort of initiative just off that.
No, but just if we can return like 5 bullets, just quick in their general direction, maybe we can get them to avert their eyes.
It was always
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's look at it. Right. So you said we run the risk of losing the firefight. Personally, as a team leader or a squad leader, I am not confident I can win the firefight if the first thing I do is take casualties. Right. So you may return fire even accurately, but get shot in the process. That reduces my odds of winning the firefight. And looking at your kit, I'd say there was a quite high likelihood that you were on the wrong side of the structure of your team to return any fire without risk to friendlies at all. Would you disagree with that?
No.
Okay.
If I may add on to that, the time it takes for me to get from my position being at a massive disadvantage in ability to fire against the enemy. If, let's say, Nords and Eric, who are on the correct side, put down just those few bullets, that might give me the few seconds I need to get from over there to over here, where I can then support the team.
Okay, once again, I would like to point you at the points that I put on the map. All I said was for you to wait until there is a clear field of fire. That could mean a lot of things. That could mean doing exactly what you just said, right? So adjusting the structure, putting yourself in a position. So, frankly, I don't think you and I disagree here at all.
Oh, I get what you're meaning. Yeah, no, I misunderstood that part then.
So there is no contradiction.
No, I thought you meant like wait until they don't fire at us.
We're just, we're on a micro level here because what I see happening when we take contact is this. I don't want that. As a player, I don't want that. I don't like that. I don't want to get shot by friendlies. I don't want you to shoot near friendlies. This basic sector discipline that we always teach is we want those clear fields of fire. Otherwise, we're a risk to ourselves. That's something we need to prevent. Also, we need to prevent getting shot, right? Just standing out here while we're getting shot at is just dumb. And no real life military man is going to convince me otherwise.
Were we supposed to not do anything? Like proactive?
I don't understand the question.
No, I mean, I don't know if I kept up, but was there a reason we didn't form a line or have structure shift?
Very good point. Excellent segue. Thank you very much, Oxman. Right, now that we've done these things and we've accomplished what I set out for us, and we're hopefully in agreement on these points. If we're not, we can continue to debate, no problem. But with that, I take us on to the team level. Same thing. There's some things that we should do and some things that we shouldn't do. So first off, this is also not a general SOP point, but something I've recently seen a lot in the teams is that the team leaders aren't really, any kind of authority figure, which means that they don't really have a handle on their guys, and I'd like you to have a handle on your guys. So first thing that I personally like to see you do is enforce the individual level reaction to contact. So very simply put, making sure that people aren't sticking their heads out needlessly and that they are not endangering friendlies with their own fire. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
I hope that we can. Okay, so another thing I've seen quite a lot, both as a team leader and also when playing as a grunt on the rare occasions that I do get, is that when taking contact in a movement, teams fragment because we don't agree on these things. This is a problem, right? So some people will say, no, I'm just going to stay here and return fire, while other people are going to go take cover. Also, on the team level, you might find that you as a team leader have a very concise idea of what you want to happen, where you want your team to take cover, how you want your team to take cover. Usually, it often happens that people don't give a shit about that. They just do their own thing. You as team leaders need to oppose this. This is where you need to step in, have some balls, and tell people what it is they need to be doing. So simply put, you need to keep the team cohesion. So making sure that there's not half of you 30 meters over there returning fire and half of you taking cover over here. This is something that we need to prevent. We need to keep the teams together. Another thing you guys have already said is we want to hear, or Skeleton in this case, wants to hear some reports. So this could be a lot of things, right? First off, we need to know where contacts is. Maybe we need to know that a team is in a very bad position and we need to fix that. Maybe you're having a vehicle contact that you can't deal with because you don't have anti-armor. Maybe you're taking casualties, right? So it's very important that we keep up the comms and that our squad leaders get good and extensive information so that they can make informed decisions. Good so far? No? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple don'ts, again, building on this. Please do not allow your teams to fracture. Also, and this is maybe a bit of a team leader role thing, is do not leave people to make their own decisions because then we have, again, fracturing teams. I think this is more or less obvious. Then we might want to add a point, or Oxman might want to add a point. Because as soon as it's not about the individual anymore, we need to think about what. Ox, you want to make your point again?
Apparently not.
He's shy.
Apparently not. Okay,
I
so
was brushing my
we need
teeth.
to think about structure, right? We want people in a certain structure. What's that mean precisely?
Baseline.
Formation.
Usually when we have a contact, we want to face everyone towards that contact. So clear fields of fire, people in cover, people in a certain structure to encounter that contact. Because if we leave Cat on that left side of the team with that big focus team level weapon and he's not effective, we're doing it wrong, right? Like you said, we want to win a firefight. That's why we need to form everyone up in a certain structure to face the contact. Shall we try that again? Violent nodding. All right.
Fuck
let's do
yeah.
it. Let's fucking do it.
All yours,
Ooh.
skeleton.
Deja vu.
1-1, listen up.
Alpha.
Bravo.
1-1. We're gonna head northeast, traveling Bravo and Point. Alpha in reserve. How copy?
Bravo on point.
Alpha in reserve.
Out.
1-1. Step off when ready.
Out,
Alpha,
Bravo
I'm
on me. Wedge, jogging,
wedge,
weapons down.
Jogging, weapons down.
Did he say northeast?
Seconds.
I did say northeast, but I assume you meant northwest.
I did.
Alright, let's go.
You did what? What? Oh,
I meant northwest.
okay.
I guess I could have just said 2 waypoint 1. Yeah, I'll do that next time.
No, it's northeast. It's good. Northwest. I mean, fuck. I thought you were gonna. I thought it was good in northwest.
West.
Northwest.
Oxman, if you are brushing your teeth, are you preparing to go to sleep soon?
I don't know. I just feel my teeth are dirty. I don't like that.
Well, it's
Contact half left, full left side.
Get down, get some cover.
And then left side, half line, attention.
Do you know if you can come up a little bit further?
1-1, contact reports, please. Contact southwest, 200 meters, top of ridge line.
Come coming, Jonah. You're not.
a rock for you.
You don't have a kill on fire.
No.
Access complete. Ceasefire, ceasefire.
I'm liking that a lot. Very good place to take contact in also. So that's maybe something I didn't quite consider, but just generally speaking, moving with a consciousness of what's going to happen if we take contact here. Taking contact here is very good. There's cover for everyone, clear fields of fire for everyone. Very good place. What else is there to say, guys?
Echo.
What?
I think I did a local contact report, but there was nothing on the radio.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Anyone remember the basics session? The contact report exercise in the basics session?
Yeah, we, if I remember correctly, we said that there's no need to have it go straight through your team leader. You can report that in yourself as an individual.
Yeah, exactly. You can go on the net, assume the fire team's call sign, and just give your contact report that way. As a double function, it gives the contact report not only to your team leader, but to your squad leader as well. Just make sure to assume the call sign, because otherwise there might be some confusion. But yeah, very good. Anything else come up? Anything else worthy of note? Were you winning the firefight?
Yeah.
It looked like it, yeah.
A shitty attempt at a segue, but what's the point of winning a firefight? Why do you even want to do that?
Stay alive.
When the firefight, we have the ability to maneuver our own fire teams.
Thank you very much. And now we're on the squad level.
It was a nice try, Phil.
So fire and maneuver. Again, gonna put in a sort of do and don't structure. So we want to use fire maneuver. Why do we want to do that? I know it's a silly question, but why do we want to use fire maneuver?
stops you getting outpositioned. You sort of keep initiative.
We keep initiative. We are being proactive. We are not letting the enemy dictate what we do. We can maintain control of the situation even though we are under fire. So this is both sort of a real life tactics sort of thing. That's what it's good for. That's what it's there for. But in a sense, this is also a gameplay argument. Maybe we disagree on this, but sitting behind a rock and just shooting at pop-up targets is not very engaging. We want to be actually doing things. We want to be improving our situation. We want to be taking objectives. We want to actually achieve something, and that's what we use fire maneuver for. Another thing we already talked about, but it affects the squad level just as it does the team level, is, of course, structure. So as a squad leader, you should be maintaining and adjusting the squad's structure to respond to the contact that you're currently experiencing. Can we agree on that, or is there a problem with any of that? Glad to hear it. Okay, some things we do not want to do, already mentioned it. We do not want the enemy to dictate our actions. And that's why we use fire maneuver. Also, you might not always be in the perfect position. Position as good as this one, so you do not want to just sit and take it. This is not the mindset I want you guys to develop. Not at all. So now we're sort of through all that. This is the 3 levels of how we react to contact. On the individual level, it's more or less exclusively about force conservation. The team level is very much about keeping a grip not only on the situation but on your guys as well. Then on the squad level, it's all about proactivity and fire maneuver. And this is something I want to give you guys a couple of chances to experience in a number of contexts. So we all know how to quick bound, right? Is there anyone here who doesn't know how to quick bound? Excellent. So, for example, on our way to waypoint 1, we could be taking a contact front, and we could decide to go about it aggressively and assault this contact using quick bounding. And this is the next exercise that I'd like you to try. Are we all on board with that?
Yep.
Okay. Off you go.
1-1, listen up.
Alpha.
Bravo.
1-1, we're going to move to waypoint 1, and travelling Alpha on point, Bravo in the rear. How copy?
Alpha on point.
Bravo in the rear.
1-1, step off.
Right, lads. Where's my fucking team gone?
Right here.
Yeah, but not everyone. Right, lads, on me, jogging weapons down, going northwest.
Any particular formation, Nords?
Wedge.
There. Bravo on me, jogging weapons down, northwest. Wedge.
Jesus, Eric, do you want to be any further from him? Does he smell?
He's slow today.
That's not very nice. Bravo 1-1, increase dispersion.
Hold Alpha, Bravo. And go.
Contact 200 meters left front, cemetery line.
Bravo, set up on the right of Alpha.
Okay, Bravo.
1-1. We're going to bound towards the contact. Bravo is going to have the first bound. We're bounding west-northwest.
Bravo bounded.
Bravo down.
Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down, Alpha set.
Bravo bounded. Bravo down.
Not a good place. Keep going.
Go. Yep.
Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounded. Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounded. Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down.
Magazine.
Alpha set.
Bravo bounded.
Shift right, shift right, shift right.
Bravo down. Bravo sustained a casualty.
Exercise complete. Ceasefire. Ceasefire. Ceasefire.
We sort of,
Regroup on squadly.
yeah, we sort of converged there, didn't we?
It always does.
Who's
I don't
dead?
think it's
Is it
necessarily
Oxford?
No, it's
universal
lad.
tree. I think
Dead.
it was short-sighted by me. It's definitely not a
Well, I
universal
got
tree.
his killer, so we're good.
Phil, could you... Is he dead?
Yeah, he's tier 4. Yeah.
Okay.
1-1 has 1 times tier 4.
I'm back.
Who is it?
Don't.
Back in.
Wonderful.
You were saying something.
Yeah, we converged because I didn't give particularly clear aiming points. I should have said the left side and the right side of these trees. That would have been the wisest thing, I think.
Lots of trees, so that can easily be misinterpreted.
Or given a bearing, actually.
I don't really blame you for anything there. It's at some point it's also down to the teams and even the individual discretion to find out if they converge on a point and they get mixed up or interfere with one another's fields of fire. That is something they should definitely notice and call out and adjust by themselves. Also, you can do it on the fly. There's another thing that I found interesting was that at one point I think you noticed that one of the bounds was slightly too short, putting your team in a low ground so that they couldn't actually cover. It's another one of these points that is not necessarily your squad leader individual discretion to notice these things. That is also down to the individual to call out, hey, I'm ineffective in this spot. Or to the team leader to notice, hey, this doesn't work for me. We're becoming ineffective in this spot. But that's all very advanced stuff. I think the main thing to take away from this, once again, unless it hadn't been proven enough, is that this is a very safe and very successful way to be aggressive about things. You were outnumbered, you weren't necessarily in the greatest position, and you achieved the goal by fire and maneuver. So I don't think there's too much to say about this. It's all minor stuff, unless somebody else wants to say anything.
Nope. I did call to shift right. I think if you're running into your own teammates, then something is wrong. I think it started there. I think the team merged on my position being on the far left. I mean that. Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah.
I was the last pin.
It's not a big deal. It's just something that we need to be aware of and adjust.
Yes, but yeah, again,
Easily
just
do
use your HUDs, and if you're all bunched up, something obviously has gone a little bit wrong.
Okay, this is all going to be very supply intensive, I think. So is there any way for me to bring a one-click kit select box here for us to resupply?
You can spawn one. It's called Gearbox.
Gearbox.
Preferably for West. I don't know if it works otherwise.
Thank you.
See? Fancy. Just took me 5 hours.
Just reselect the kits, guys, and that should do it.
Is this automatic or manual gearbox?
What do you mean?
Sequentially thing.
He's making a joke.
Is he?
Yes.
Yes. Isn't it?
Automatic or manual?
Everyone sorted.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
So it might be the case that on their way to waypoint 1, the squad takes contact and they don't want to necessarily be aggressive about it because they don't feel that this upsloping terrain is a really good place to quickbound, which is a reasonable thought to have. They could also decide to improve their position by shifting the whole thing left or right by using fire maneuver. We call that peeling. So next time on your way to waypoint 1, I'd like you to use peeling to either side, whichever Scal thinks is best, to hopefully improve your position. Let's see how that goes. Questions?
No.
All yours.
1-1, listen up. Alpha. Bravo.
1-1, we're going to be moving to waypoint 1 in traveling. Bravo on point, Alpha in the rear. How copy?
Copy, Bravo on point.
Alpha in the rear.
Bravo on me, jogging, weapons down, heading northwest. Wedge.
Bravo, Alpha, sorry, we're Alpha. On me,
Wedge.
Jogging, weapons down in a wedge, please. I don't need to say please. Do you want to fucking tell you?
Yeah.
So true.
Oh, this is the wrong place, isn't it?
Forget to spawn them.
Don't do that. You never know. There we go.
Contact front. Bravo getting a line on me. Facing northwest.
Alpha, set up on the right, Bravo.
Contact northwest, 150 meters in the tree line. I can't see shit.
1-1, we're going to peel right, to the right of the formation. Bravo's going to have the first peel.
Bravo peeling. down. Bravo set.
Alpha peeling.
Closing in, moving left to right.
Right, Alpha down.
That was M2.
Alpha is set.
Bravo peeling. Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha peeling. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo peeling.
I think he took a shot to the knee.
Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha peeling.
Man,
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo peeling.
I think you slow down when you're straight. Turn your head with Alt.
Oh yeah. Keep going, Junior, 'cause otherwise we're gonna end up.
Exercise complete.
Okay,
Ceasefire,
come on.
ceasefire, ceasefire. Regroup on squad lead.
I'm not sure if this is only true for Zeus AI, but generally I get the impression AI have a lot of trouble keeping up with a squad that's peeling. They don't understand, and they can't wrap their heads around what the fuck's going on. So by that fact alone, that makes you a whole lot safer doing this. So this is sort of an in-between thing. It's not really got too much context in this case, which I'd personally like a lot if there was a bit more context to it, but it's difficult for me to implement in a sort of controlled environment scenario. If you've got any ideas on that, please do let me know. But obviously that's where we want to end up, right? We want to know about context, is why do we use this, when do we use this, what's the right time to do it. And well, I don't think it's something that training can accomplish in that sense. It's only that free form stuff can really give you to gain that experience. But yeah, that was well done, and no complaints. Anything from you guys?
I heard one thing I liked. At one point, Nords mentioned that someone was going through a lot of ammo. I think that's quite important as a team leader to keep on top of that.
To be aware of, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Is there a way, is there a way that I don't know how you do it, but for example, there's two states of fire, there's rapid fire and there's deliberate fire. Is there a thing that you could call out, as in, if we all understood what that meant and stuff? So like rapid fire is around every 2 seconds, deliberate fire is around every 5 seconds, just to conserve ammunition, because it feels like sometimes there's some bullocks that are just fucking sending rounds downfield with no, hesitation. And it feels like sometimes
as you might have noticed, there is very few of us here who have any real life military experience, much less than.
Is there something like that that you guys have done, or if that's something that we might need to talk about implementing, or if
it's definitely something that
quick fire, stuff like that.
It's definitely something that we need to talk about, in my opinion, because I'm noticing this most of all with all these exercises we've been doing. Every time we do fire and maneuver exercises, everyone runs out of ammo instantly. If we do fire and maneuver in the field, it's no problem whatsoever. So I don't know about the sort of psychological aspect of it, but there's definitely something to it. People blow their ammo in training, and I don't know why. But that's not what you're saying. You're saying is that we need a means to control the ammo consumption of our teams, which I think is a very valid point. But I think at least that's the way I've been doing it, is ask people to conserve their ammo. That usually works, or to reduce their rate of fire, or to only shoot at what they can hit, something like that. So I think there's lots of ways to manage it without, using real live commands. But I guess I'd put it to the group as a whole, whether we want something more precise, like the example that you mentioned from the Brits, like to do the sort of a deliberate fire thing. If that's something that we need or that we want to do, I'm more than open to it.
I mean, I like it, but that's because I'm used to it.
To what?
Like what?
Like having fire rates, so that there's a standard. Set it for what? 1 bullet every 3 seconds. That's the standard of we get in contact. Then a team leader or squad leader can go, hey, I want it faster, or I want it slower. Then there's like 3 specific. Rapid once every second, deliberate once every 3 seconds, sustained once every 6 seconds.
I've never felt the need to have it that precise.
No, I'm just using
I
the
think
specific
just
case that
saying,
I know.
slow it down a little bit. I think that would work for everyone, or speed
Yeah.
it up. I think
And again,
that's
that's just opinions. I mean, we can all have an opinion, but I think we all agree that we do need to limit this sort of thing. Yeah.
I think it's interesting as well that we do this a lot in training, because we all seem to forget the point of fire maneuver, and the point is that the team that's firing is not intending to completely decimate the enemy. It's to lay down covering fire for the other team to maneuver, because we're trying to get to a better position where we can lay down the fire and decimate the enemy.
Yeah.
A better question is, not thinking about setting rules on it, but how many of you actually had eyes on the target when you were doing the sustained fire? I barely saw shit, so I put a round every 3 rounds, or like every 2 seconds into a bush, because I couldn't see shit. But as soon as I saw a target pop up, I dropped him with rapid fire.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
like, if you're not seeing anything, there's no point in like going nuts, right? I think it's better if we just do that. And then if you don't see a target, then I shouldn't be the one speaking. I mean, when I play AR, but I think that's a good thing to think about. If you take the necessary rounds that you need, if you see a target, maybe you can drop him. But if you're not seeing him, then maybe not. It's not worth wasting it.
I think avoiding terminology is a good idea, because firstly, not many of us are here, and secondly, it leads to, if someone forgets the terminology, then you run into someone thinking they're doing the right thing and not. I think, as Nod said, it's better to say slow it down or speed it up, especially considering you've got 4, potentially 5 people in a fire team. Like, there's enough that you don't need to be shooting that often.
But it's definitely something that comes up quite a lot in recent times, is this rate of fire ammo consumption thing. So it's something we need to be conscious of, definitely.
I just
Right.
put some shots towards a bush that was firing at us.
The bush itself?
Well done, Juno.
Fuck.
Don't kill the president, please. Oh wait, he's already dead.
Not one of them.
No, not last. JFK was the last president to take a round.
Not the last president to die, though.
So let's all once again resupply on this gear crate. 1 click. Reselect the kits.
Shit, I'm not a rifleman.
Oh shit, it's almost.
Hopefully we will have another JFK moment soon.
Oh, I don't think you should say that.
Let's not be bringing politics into my funny little point and click game.
Right, so I think I'm going to conclude it on this one for today. Is something that's extremely counterintuitive for most players, if not all, is the concept that we are coming from a place and that there is space behind us. That is something that players do not understand, and that's why motorized and mech is so difficult to learn for people. And the same applies to infantry-only gameplay as well. There is nothing keeping us from just going back to where we just came from. And this is something we can accomplish with fire and maneuver as well. So the quick bounding forward that we constantly keep doing is something we can do just the same backwards. Very difficult to put context to this, but again, so let's say we're moving to waypoint 1 and we're encountering a superior enemy force. And we don't want to peel or we can't peel, so we just go backwards, and that's a very effective, a very efficient way of degrading that superior force. And I would encourage you to be conscious of this fact and use it. And we're going to give this a go if you don't mind. Nobody minds. Great.
No.
All yours.
1-1, listen up.
Alpha. Bravo.
1-1, we're going to move to waypoint 1 in travelling. Alpha on point, Bravo in the rear.
Alpha on point. Bravo in the rear.
1-1, step off.
Right, Alpha on me, jogging weapons down in a wedge, please. Why am I saying
No,
please
thank you.
always? I don't need to say please.
It's
Fuck
because
off.
I did it as well, Nods. It's a British thing, I think.
Bravo, wedge.
Switch it to wanker.
On me.
Yeah, same.
Jogging weapons down, facing northwest. Oh, I don't need to say a direction actually, because we're just following the other team.
It's not a bad idea to repeat. What do you
From
want to do?
contact southwest.
What am I supposed to do? What happened to do?
Bravo, action.
Send.
Set up on the right side of Alpha.
Contact west, 150 meters in the low ground. Contact left, low ground. Let's go.
1-1,
Filling
we're
in
going
on
to
the
bound
right.
backwards towards the southeast. Alpha's going to have the first back.
Alpha sustaining casualty. He's back up.
Bravo, actual down. Bravo, actual down.
You want him?
Alpha bounding. Alpha's set. Bravo bounding.
Southeast Bravo.
Oh man. We have a chance. Okay, got it.
Bravo down.
Yeah, 3. Someone myself out.
Bravo set. Alpha bounding. Alpha has 1 casualty.
I have bad sights. I can't see shit.
Alpha down.
We have crossfire coming from the left.
Alpha is set. Bravo bounding.
Southeast.
Bravo down. Bravo set. Alpha bounding.
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding.
Either south, east, stay on my right.
Bravo down.
Bravo, I'll probably come back up on this hill so we can stay effective.
Bravo set.
Alright, Alpha bounding. Alpha down, Alpha set.
Bravo bounding. Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding.
Shift left, Bravo.
Bravo down. Bravo set.
Exercise complete. Ceasefire. 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 Regroup on squad lead.
Went through 3 builds.
Yeah, I probably overdid it a bit on the spawn there, but congratulations, you just defeated an overstrength enemy platoon attacking you from 3 sides. So I think that's, again, a proof that this stuff is extremely effective. When you're overwhelmed, a fire maneuver is there for you. You can evade, you can withdraw, you can use it aggressively. It's sort of the all-purpose tool. And that's how we react to contact as well, just to tie that back in. What's missing, obviously, is given this context, like I said, so you're all going to need some, especially the leaders among you, the squad leaders among you, will need some free-form, controlled environment to build your own preferences, your own experience that you can then use to make good decisions in missions. And I'd like to leave it at that for today, unless you have any further comments.
Did we clear up the contacts on the left side?
You
Just
did.
curious. Yeah.
Dropped
So
about 7 underslungs on them.
yeah, if you look at the map, I think we had something like this, right? We were in the black. I think.
We weren't that far up,
sorry.
but
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out the contours on where we were. Where did it get ambushed?
I think we were at that cross.
Hey?
Yeah, roughly.
If you think we were moving from where we are now to waypoint 1, we wouldn't be.
I'm
we were
not sure
moving
where we
northwest to
are.
it. We are. I mean, we're southeast of it, so.
Yeah, well, I think what we did, we pulled back. I mean, it's somehow that's not super important, but I think we also peeled up a hill, just bounded up a hill. So I think when we had that safe spot when our left flank was clear, we could have peeled up the hill and moved towards our objective instead of moving the opposite way.
Yeah, as soon as
mission faster.
As soon as we went into that valley and then we carried on bounding, I actually out loud went, "Ah, shit," because I thought we wouldn't ever do that. We're in a perfect position. We're actually moving into danger for basically no reason. But,
yeah, well, the point was like we don't be afraid to change it up and stop and like okay, we'll cease peeling, we'll cease bounding, and then change
I think it was
it.
just because that was the exercise. But yeah, generally I would have. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's never going to be perfect. Grunt's never going to be perfect. The enemy's not going to conform to what you think or you want them to do. So you have to sort of take it in stride. And I think that was something that was evident in the squad becoming a bit more flexible. It's less of a parade ground thing, and rather sort of a pragmatic approach to things. Also in how the teams behaved, I think there was a sort of a division of labor that was visible in sort of you guys having to handle more than you could feasibly do, as that people naturally sort of split off their sectors and tried to keep everyone occupied. I think that was great, actually, even though, I mean, it wasn't really a mistake. I mean, it's just ground. It's what it is. Yeah, thanks very much, everybody. Great job. Let me know what you think. If anything comes up later on, feel free to put it in writing. Always read all your stuff. Well done. Good job.
Thank you for the training, sir.
Cheers, Phil.
Thank you.
5-minute break.
Someone
That's
said
it
something
for
about a break.
the
10
training.
minutes, go have a...
Let's
fucking
continue on to the
go
next
somewhere.
stream. Go check.
We're doing
No,
the same
nobody's
thing
fucking
that we
watching,
do
are they?
every
Listen,
Thursday, Cat.
No,